Where do you go when you feel lonely? Waiting on the other side. Get to know the sounds and all the signs, 'cause you only know it's right. Get to know it when you're in the light, 'cause we only know. Sun sets in the evening.
Namaskar everyone, hope you guys are doing good, practicing your yoga properly and on time. That is for all the people who have completed inner engineering. Do complete your mandala, don't skip the practices. So today's video is all about the International Day of Yoga. It is on 21st June and is coming up very soon. So this is a great opportunity. I feel it is a great opportunity. I want to talk about something that Sadhguru is offering us. On the International Day of Yoga, Isha Foundation will be conducting free Upa Yoga classes all over India. And the thing is, you can also conduct the classes. Whether you have completed inner engineering or not does not matter. If you are willing, you can impart yoga to people around you. Maybe it's your family, close friends, or the community that you live in, the flat, or wherever it is. It is a great opportunity for you to offer this to them. Like Sadhguru says, we can give people a lot of things. We can give people money, we can give them education, or whatever it is. But if you offer a person something that transforms his life, it will take him way beyond life and death. And that is the power of yoga. And if you can impart such a powerful tool to someone, even your life will be transformed in the process. See, yoga is a very powerful tool. Whatever tool is which is so powerful, it can be used it can also cause harm to oneself. It's just like a gun. A gun in the hands of a policeman can be used to protect people. In the hands of a criminal, it can cause damage. It's not whether the gun is good or bad. It depends on the hand that is using it. Similarly, yoga is such a powerful tool, and that is why whenever I talk about inner engineering or the Hatha Yoga programs, I always tell, please do not do it at home without proper guidance and training, and make sure that you attend a class conducted by the trained Hatha Yoga teachers or Isha Foundation, and then only you practice it at home. But Upa Yoga is a little bit different matter. Sadhguru says that Upa Yoga is Sabu Yoga. Even regular practitioners of yoga do not know such a thing exists. Why Isha Foundation is offering Upa Yoga so readily and easily is because it cannot cause harm to you. Whichever way you do it, you cannot do it wrongly, and it cannot cause you harm. And Upa Yoga is mainly to give you physical and mental benefits, and it does not touch the spiritual dimension. As such, it can be imparted to a large number of people, without so much strict rules and to have a committed. It requires a little bit committed atmosphere, but since it cannot cause so much harm, even if done improperly. Why it cannot be done improperly is because I feel it is so simple that I don't know how someone can do it wrongly. So that is why Upa Yoga is being offered by Isha Foundation, and it is a great opportunity. I want to talk about my experience with offering this Upa Yoga in the previous International Day of Yoga. So I had just completed my inner engineering, and I was totally awed by the process. It was on a day-to-day basis. It was just transforming me, and one of the things that touched me was the teachers and the volunteers, how the teachers stood in the class and the way they were conducting the class and how they offered it to me. I really wanted something like that. I also wanted to be capable of offering it, but I was like, oh, for inner engineering I need to be trained teacher and it takes such a lot of time. But then this International Day of Yoga came and Somnathana called me, come, we have to conduct class, you just come, you see these videos, and we need to go to schools, we need to go to certain corporate offices and conduct the classes. And I was so blessed to be a part of it and see, and also see how it was being offered. On the International Day of Yoga, I just observed on how it was being conducted, and it really touched me being a volunteer for that also, how the people were receiving it, and how that half an hour or 1 hour of session totally touched them. It was so fulfilling to see. And it was not only on the International Day of Yoga. After that, when I went to Lucknow, I knew now I had a tool which I could offer readily to people who were willing. So I was in the Amity, Lucknow, doing my clinical psychology, and I had to go to mental hospitals as an intern. So in one of the hospitals, I thought they wanted certain kind of activities to be done on a regular basis, and I told, okay, I can offer this. There's a tool with me, Upa Yoga, and it can be offered. So I had never done a class till now. Even on the International Day of Yoga, I was just volunteering and observing. So I thought, I'll do it. What's the harm? I have to. There was some inhibitions in me, but I still don't know issues. Everything is there. All the process is given to me. I just need to be open to it and do it. So I told the HOD that I'll be doing this. They said, okay, you can take it. And on the next day, in mental hospitals, it is always kind of like a sad atmosphere. It's like if you call, I don't believe in all this negative energy and all, but it's kind of like that. So the next day, I took the session. I didn't take a long session because just the half an hour session, and it was so touching and deeply fulfilling for me, I have to say. Even after inner engineering, I couldn't sit still for a long time, but when I sat there to conduct this class, something in me settled very automatically. I just became so calm, so I don't know how to say, my breathing became slow, the way I talk became slower, calmer, and somehow it effortlessly passed. And recently I watched a video of Sadhguru, like when you're conducting a class, there's only one thing you need to do. When you sit there, sit like you are a mother to the world, sit like you are a mom to each and every person sitting in that class. If you can do that one thing, rest I will handle. And my leg is always hard on the throttle. So I don't know what happened. I think it was just when I sat there, just Sadhguru made it happen. That's all I can say, because for me, even after Shambhavi, I was not so calm, so peaceful, and I was a bit restless still. Even though I was deeply happy, joyful and all, I was a bit restless. But on conducting that class, somehow everything became slow. It was like very, very slow. And I could see it. After that, I took another session also. There was this lady in another mental hospital. She was totally fine. It was just that she was in the jail. It was something like this. Her husband had a company, and somehow it went into debt. But the company was registered in her name, so the case came against her, and she had to go to jail. And she was totally depressed because of that, and she got admitted in the hospital because she was depressed. So I told my friend, one of my friends who was taking care of her, can I take this session for her? And she said, yeah, definitely come. So there also I took a 1 hour session, and it was so fulfilling. That lady had never heard of Sadhguru, or I don't think she had ever done any kind of yoga or anything, but after the session she had a smile on her face, and she asked me, I want to know more about Sadhguru. Where can I get videos of these practices? And it was so fulfilling, I have to say that. And let me tell you this one thing. I find a lot of fulfillment in touching other people's lives, and Sadhguru is offering this opportunity to each one of us to offer tools of transformation to people we love or people we don't even know, because it is so powerful. And you can go through these Upa Yoga sessions. You can just type Upa Yoga English. It is available in Hindi, Malayalam, I realized that it is available in Russian also. So I'll link to it in the description below. If you're watching this on YouTube, it'll come on top. If you're watching this on Facebook, I'll put it in the description. It's the same video I post both places. I do not take separate shots for both video because I'm doing this all alone, and I just publish it both places so that it is easily accessible to all of you. So definitely, so my whole idea, because before International Day of Yoga, was to interview certain yoga veeras who had done it before, but somehow I couldn't do it because of a lot of other things happening around me. But if you have been a yoga veera, yoga veera means and this is why I forgot to tell what is a yoga veera. A yoga veera is someone who has taken this up of offering Upa Yoga to others. The only thing needed to be a yoga veera is there's a certain training session that you need to take before conducting the class. It's just about how to set the ambience for the class and all. If you have a nearby Isha volunteer, you can talk to him and he will definitely guide you through it. It's very simple, nothing much complicated. Even if you do not have it, I would recommend you can play this in your TV or your laptop at home, and you can make your friend guide through this process. But if you can go through the training session, it would be well and good, and you can conduct in a totally different manner. But this International Day of Yoga, take this up, impart this Upa Yoga to yourself or at least to people around you, and see how it touches and fulfills you. It definitely will. Also, like I was saying, if you have been a yoga veera or if you have conducted yoga classes, I would like to hear about your experience, and other people would also love to hear that. So just take a video and send it to me. I'll publish it on my channel, and let it reach out. Let people see how much fulfilling that is, and that's about it. So let's make International Day of Yoga happen, and let's go full on, all of us. This is Sadhguru's wish, and his grace is with all of us, and we just need to do the steps to make it happen. Also, I have also started a Patreon page. Patreon page is something like it is for YouTubers and creators, to fund themselves. I did not want to start a Patreon page, but then I thought, like, I want to make this video making more regular and upgrade my mic first of all when I take more interviews, and also to buy a camera if possible in the future sessions. So if you feel like my videos have touched you or transformed your lives in some way or has helped someone, please feel free to check out my Patreon page and make a contribution. This is how it works. You can make a contribution, whatever, maybe it's $1 or 50 cents, whatever it is you choose, and then every month it keeps on recurring. That it automatically comes from a bank account. This is not at all mandatory. Please, I'm just trying it out, Patreon page. If you feel like, see, whether you make a contribution or not, the videos are going to keep on coming, and I'll make sure it comes. But if you feel you can help me out in a small way, it would go a long way, because I would like to take a lot of interviews, travel to places, and upgrade myself, put a new software, so that the videos get a bit better. So I thought I would start a Patreon page and see how it goes. The way how Patreon works is they have different tiers that like I can set it like this. If someone gives $1, they have so much access. Someone gives $5, they will have more access to my content. They give $100 personal things, but I have not set any tiers or anything, because all that I am is openly out here. There is no special content. All the special content, everything I have put it out here. Whether it is my phone number that you want or email that you want, if someone asks me, I just give it to them. There is no special privilege. Everyone gets the same thing, because I have seen how my guru works. He is just open to everyone. He just offers everything that he has, and I don't feel like setting up tires and all those things. The only thing is, like, if you contribute in Patreon, there will be a separate group, because it becomes whoever contributes can post in that group directly. So I'll be able to give more because some of the comments under the YouTube I totally miss them sometimes, and it's only after a long time I see them and I'm not able to answer them. But if it's in Patreon, I'll be checking it out regularly and I'll answer them. But again, that's not an issue. If you want to really answer your query, you can email me or Instagram me, which I regularly check. So this is just so that, you know, if you feel like you can make a contribution, that's it. And also I would like to also use the money got from it to help others who find it hard to do inner engineering. You know, there might be some financial problems and all. So if it comes to that, I'll put that money into that also. And that's how I want it to be. And I don't know how it will be received or not, but I'm just trying it out, that's it. So feel free to check out the Patreon page if you want, and do let me know. So if you're first time on this channel, do check out my other videos. There's an inner engineering series playlist, then there's an interview series playlist, then there's a Hatha Yoga playlist. I put it as Yogi Re. You can check it out. It has got interviews with Hatha Yoga teachers and different programs and how they should be done. So I'll be adding more videos on that. So hope you guys like this video, and let's make International Day of Yoga happen, and do Upa Yoga, do Isha Kriya, do Chit Shakti. Even if you have not done inner engineering, these are free meditations and yoga practices available in the Sadhguru app, and they can definitely transform and touch your own life, because it is highly essential that you are a happy and joyful person first before you offer something outside in the world. Everyone has this idea of, you know, only if I make others happy can I be happy. No, you have to be happy first, then only you should try to make others happy. Because I've heard Sadhguru ask this simple question: what kind of people do you want to be around, joyful or miserable? And everyone answers joyful, joyful. And Sadhguru smiles and answers them, everyone around you also wants the same. So it is your responsibility to yourself be a very joyful and happy person, and then only try to spread whatever it is that you want to offer, whether it's yoga, whether it's education, money, whatever it is. Make sure you are a joyful and happy person first. So I leave with that. So take care, have a great year ahead. Namaskaram.